So here we can see an adult form of Taenia saginata. If you see, it's a tapeworm. You have the troglodytes, and it looks flat. The body looks flat. And remember, the adult has the head, the neck, and the body, which is confirmed with troglodytes. You can take a look at it and see around if you can detect which one is the neck, which one is the body and the head. Number one. Today we're going to talk about cestodes. In the previous week we studied different microorganisms flowing from amoebic parasites, unicellular parasites, to multicellular nematodes. And now we're going to go over cestodes and a specific disease called cysticercosis, which Dr. Galinas will cover in the following slides. I'm going to cover with you the basic structures of the cestodes, the morphology, epidemiology, clinical manifestations, and diagnostics for this parasitosis. So today we're going to start with the following parasites: Taenia solium, Taenia saginata, Immunolepis nana, Immunolepis diminuta, and at the end we're going to go over cysticercosis, which is a disease caused by which of the following parasites?
Taenia solium.
Taenia solium, exactly. The life cycle of Taenia solium, Taenia saginata can be confusing, especially for Taenia solium, because it can take both ways. Okay? So first we're going to focus on Taeniasis, okay? The intestinal parasitosis. We will start with an infected human that has adults of Taenia solium or Taenia saginata in the small intestine. The scolex is attached to the intestinal wall in the small intestine. And then you have the neck and the proglottids that are going away from the head. The ones at the end, the gravid proglottids, are filled with eggs. And these eggs can come outside of in the small intestine and the feces. Sometimes the proglottids detach themselves from the main body, and they will go out to the environment with the feces to contaminate food or water. A human is infected with Taenia saginata. Taenia saginata can be swallowed by bovine mammals, cows, bulls, and related family to them. And they can get infected with cysticercosis. When Taenia solium is evacuated through the stool, through the feces, pigs can get it infected with cysticercosis. What happens with the animals? They swallow the eggs, or they swallow the proglottids filled with eggs. The eggs go to their stomach. The chlorhydric acid of your stomach debilitates the wall of the uncus for the egg itself. And then what happens, it goes to the small intestine. The exsacant embryo goes to the small intestine and it penetrates the mucosa. And then it goes through the blood to the heart, and then to the rest of the body of the animal. And in cows, in pigs, these structures, they usually go to the muscles. Okay? They invade the muscles of the animals. As you can see here, the oncosphere, which is what is inside of the egg, grows into a cysticerca. Cysticerca is the larval form of the parasite. And it's a vicious cycle. If you have the family that's contaminated with this parasitosis, intestinal parasitosis, and then you infest the animals with the larval form of the disease. So when they, in December, they kill a pig or they kill a cow, and they don't cook the meat thoroughly, or they eat it rash, they can get infected with the same parasite, and they can have more Taenias in their intestines. This is the cycle of Taeniasis. Something else happens when the humans swallow the eggs. The same thing that happened to the cow and to the pig, the same thing happens to us. So we can be the definitive and the intermediate host for this parasitosis. So if you see this Taenia, you can see the body, but if you look closer, the body gets narrower, that's the neck, and then you see a little spot, that's the head. That's where you have the attachment structures that attach to the intestine.
So what's this at the top here? What's that structure?
That's gravid proglottids. Those are bigger than usual. So
that's the end.
Yeah, that's the end of the parasites. Those proglottids are filled with eggs, and they are responsible of transmitting the infection. You are at 4x right now. You can go into 10x and magnify the field, and you can see the uterus and the eggs. If you go deeper into 40x, then you will see the structure much bigger. And I think that's the best image of the Ascaris eggs.